remember the name exactly how they call it here.
Oh.
Yeah, because it costs 17, 18, $19. And even though I have used Movie Pass in the Regal, that also costs like 18, or the AMC in Century City that costs 17. And Movie Pass has is valid there, but it's not valid on the R Light.
Oh, okay.
And talking about another indie theater, the R Light and the Landmark, like all of those rare indies that starting like only like two, three theaters nationwide. Those two. Like last week, I wanted to see Lady Bird, and Lady Bird was only in the Landmark. I was like, Movie Pass doesn't support that
Oh.
one.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like
yeah.
the Steve Carell, even though I don't like war movies, but I'm interested in the cast, like the Steve Carell and Bryan Cranston Last Track
Oh,
Flying.
Linklater, his new movie.
Yeah. Oh,
That
is
looks
that
good.
later?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan of Boyhood.
Oh, you didn't like Boyhood? Oh, I love
No.
Boyhood.
I only saw like half of it. I was like, I can't. I
Oh my god.
stopped it and I returned the stupid DVD on the Redbox.
I saw that in theaters and I sat through that entire 3 hour long movie. I loved it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, welcome everybody to the 8th episode of the Monday Show. I'm your host Troy Everett Loxton, as always. Joining me, Raul Rodriguez. Man, I can't believe we have 8 episodes now.
Yeah, like especially 8 is one of my favorite numbers because I was born on May 8th.
And I was born on December 28th.
Ooh.
So, like, it was just meant to be.
Also, you have like double Christmas.
Oh my god, it's the best. And my parents were divorced, which was awesome, so I got even more presents. But, like always, why don't we just move right into the first segment? There's no place like the cinema. This week,
Yeah.
actually, I have a bone to pick with Movie Pass. Movie Pass, please come to Canada because I'm poor and I can't see movies all the time. Because I wasn't able to see either The Murder on the Orient Express or Daddy's Home 2 this week. So, Raul, did you get to see any of these movies?
I only saw Murder on the Orient Express.
Okay, sweet. So why don't you pitch me? Like, how was well, have you seen the original?
No.
You haven't seen. Oh, wow, cool. So what did you think of the new movie?
Um, I didn't know not even like a 1% about what the Modern Orient Express was about.
Okay,
I
sweet.
know about Poirot because I remember when I was little, I remember seeing the Hallmark series sometimes, like catching little glimpses of the show.
Yeah.
I remember if it was Hallmark or like CBS, but I remember there was like a mini series from Poirot or BBC. I don't remember.
Mhm.
And then I was like, when the movie started, it starts. It feels like a movie was made in like the 80s or like the 50s. It felt like a grand epic.
Wow.
It
Sweet.
starts like with some great shots. We meet Kenneth Branagh's Poirot. We meet him like resolving a case. The thing that I like from his Poirot that he's really funny,
Oh, awesome.
but he's also really serious.
Oh.
And the cast, everybody was great.
Oh, okay, great.
The my little nitpick, and I hate this as this has become a trend with me. I fell asleep for like 10 minutes because the movie did a great thing. The first like 40 minutes is establishing Poirot, establishing the other characters before they get into the trains.
Okay, that's
Then
cool.
they get to the train and we see, holy crap, that's the other thing that I really like, and especially William Viviani reminded me because I was hearing his podcast on the Schmoes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
Critically
that's the
acclaimed.
thing that I really like from the train. Like Kenneth Branagh focuses because this is a train that a lot of people, wealthy people go there. There's a great a kitchen, like super luxurious bar.
Wow.
Even the rooms for every single guest are beautiful, and
That's
it
really
also
cool.
focuses on how is these people are on that train. Like
Yeah.
they have the money to be on that train. And so I fell asleep exactly when they kill the character.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if it's a spoiler because I have never seen Murder of the Orient Express. I never knew about the trailers or something.
Yeah, I
But
actually.
I didn't expect. I thought that, and I'm gonna say it. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
well,
say
I
who
was
was
gonna
the
say because
killer.
I actually I've never seen the original either, so I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, they killed Johnny Depp's character.
Okay, wow. Well, that's good because fuck him. Didn't he beat up
Yeah,
Amber Heard?
I know that he's a bad person, but
He's a good actor.
yeah, he's a good actor. I know,
But
but and I
wow,
was
okay.
like, interesting. Like they kill the criminal.
Well,
That's the thing that interested me, and
that's
I fell asleep exactly when he got killed. I didn't saw how it happened
that's
because then
interesting
I
because
see the scene from the trailer
well,
when
yeah.
Kenneth Branagh says murder just happened, and one of you is everyone is a suspect,
What
and I was like, okay,
and that's
so technically I missed how it happened.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing because in the trailers they do make it look like Johnny Depp's gonna be the killer. So it is kind of a
Hmm.
bait and switch where they're gonna be like, yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna kill him instead. That's cool. I'm sure that's how it is in the original. I bet.
Because when I was before the murder happened, I thought that they were gonna kill Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, how was she? Was she great?
Yeah, and I really like the twist because the other thing you're seeing Pyro interview with each one, and everybody had a motive. And that's the thing I was like, okay, this is getting like too like coincidental that a lot of people wanted to kill the same person on the same train at the exactly same time.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is the thing that joined them together? What is their motive? And also, that's the thing that I explained, like the final act. There's something that also gives them motive, and that's why everybody is a suspect. Like when I was watching the movie, I was like, okay. Like I remember seeing the trailer, like my top two suspects were going to be Michelle Pfeiffer or Daisy Ridley.
Oh yeah, Daisy
But
Ridley's in this too.
yeah, and so I'm not gonna say it, but they did like a twist. I was like, okay, this is interesting. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, cool.
And then the end of the movie, and I was like, I think they're setting it up because they mentioned something at the beginning because they setting up is this movie successful is maybe it's gonna be like the beginning of the Agatha Christie Poirot cinematic universe
Oh fuck. Okay.
because it ends of Kenneth Branagh leaving the train and he says that he needs to resolve a mystery in the Nile. And I remember hearing some people on the back with me, oh, because I saw the screening on a matinee at 12 p.m. and it was full.
Oh wow.
But I think I know what also was full because there was a lot of older people, like 60 and up.
Oh cool.
And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so these people are fans of the novel because I was hearing behind me about what's the next novel, like what is gonna happen, and I was like, okay, so if it's successful,
Oh,
the movie could have a sequel.
that's weird.
I like Kenneth Branagh's directing. Kenneth Branagh's acting was great.
What about
Just the movie needed a little more like pacing.
what about the girl from Sing Street? Is she in it much?
I forgot that she was in there.
Okay, all right. That says it.
Yeah, I think that she maybe, if I remember correctly, I think she's the ballerina because there's
Maybe
like a
yeah.
section like on the back of the train that a dancer and a ballerina are staying there. And because now that you said the girl from Sushi, I think that she's the ballerina, but she has like a wig. That's why I didn't recognize her.
Oh okay. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what she was wearing in the trailer.
Yeah, even because I just hear the podcast and the Leslie Odom, he's a guy from Hamilton. He was great also. Like all of the cast
Oh
was
yeah, and then
great.
like Willem Dafoe's in it.
Yeah, there was not a weak character. Everybody was great. Even like the the first mystery before Pyro gets to the train. Even those actors, those extras were great.
Wow, that's awesome. So like overall,
Yeah,
the production and
um,
like everything was like just spot on. It just was like a
yeah,
little. The pacing was just a little off.
yeah. And
Okay, okay.
for me, even though even though I fell asleep a little, but I already knew. When I woke up, I was like, I didn't miss a thing because he's still like interviewing every single one.
And so
And when I
you're
saw the twins
understanding the
and the
story,
motive,
yeah.
I was like, okay, I didn't miss a thing. I was like, I still got it.
Cool.
Hmm.
What would you rate it?
Um, I would rate a 7 out of 10
Sweet.
because just for the pacing,
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well,
just
I'm gonna have
just for
to.
that.
I'll watch it. Would you recommend seeing it in the theaters then, or like should I wait till it's Redbox?
Like if you go for like a discount day or like a matinee,
Okay.
that would be best if you want to see it in the theaters.
Okay. Sweet.
If
Um.
you don't want to see it in the theaters, you can wait.
Okay. But it's not something you need to technically rush out to see, I suppose.
Yeah, like the thing, like the hook is because it's a cast.
Yeah,
Like
that's
to
true.
see so many great actors in one single movie. Even Penelope Cruz,
Oh
even
yeah,
though
she's
like
in it.
Penelope Cruz wasn't that much in the movie, I think for me she was like the weakest character
Okay.
of so many great performances, even though she was great, but she was like the weakest one. I was like, I still remember when they got to Penelope Cruz, I was like, why are you here? I even forgot that she was in the movie.
Okay, sweet. Well, like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I want to see the cast interact. That's what I'm kind of excited for. Um.
Also, Josh Gad,
Oh
like
yeah, he's
first
in it too.
Marshall, and then in Murder, he's doing great as a dramatic actor.
Okay, good. Cause yeah, like, how would you compare his role to like Marshall?
Um, I like his character in Marshall even more because his character here, we only touch on him for like 20 minutes on the movie, 25. Because that's the other thing, like you can notice that the movie was shot for every single actor like in the same setting, but they were never together on
Oh,
stage.
oh, I hate that. Okay.
You don't notice
Oh, you
it.
don't
Like
notice
if
it.
you
Okay, but you.
really focus on it,
Okay, okay.
you're gonna notice.
I got it. Got it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's not. That's good then.
Yeah, so I feel like his scenes were great. Like I think that Josh Gad and Daisy and Judy Dench were all
Oh,
together
Judy
in the
Dench is
same
in this
stage.
too. Yeah. You keep naming people. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, they're in this. This cast is incredible. Like
Hmm.
100%. Best ensemble cast of the year so far. Actually, no, that's a lie. Kong Skull Island. Kong Skull Island is the best ensemble cast. But this is up there.
But I would prefer to see Murder Again than Kong. I didn't like it as much.
No, Kong's. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different fight for a different day. um, let's move on to well. So you didn't see Daddy's Home 2 either, hey?
No.
Um. All right. Well, like I would say people shouldn't see this in theaters. Just wait until you can like maybe not pay for it or watch it on Netflix. Unless you like Mel Gibson, then support him.
I'm still gonna see it because I have Movie Pass.
Yeah, but yeah, I need Movie Pass in Canada. Makes me so mad. Ugh. Okay. There's only one other movie I guess this week that we both kind of. Well, I guess you saw. How was A Bad Mom's Christmas?
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Was it?
I don't know why many people, even I have a friend, Jorel, that he really hated it. He gave me his points, and I agree with it because those are the things that bother me. Like I forgot that the first one was also rated R. So for me, the first one felt like very PG-13,
Yeah,
and so the second one feel like the studio said, okay, we make money, you can go like more raunchy.
I've never seen either. Like I haven't seen the original.
Yeah, like of course the first one is better than the second one.
Oh, okay.
But the thing for me that saves the movie is the actress that portrays the mom of Mila Kunis.
Okay, cool.
I love her. Like since I saw her in different movies from the 90s,
Mhm.
in that show from Civil Shepherd in the 90s, seeing her as Sheldon's mom. Sorry, Leonard's mom
Oh
in the
yes,
Big Bang Theory.
yes.
And so when she got in, I was like, this is her same bitchy character, and all of other his characters. I was like, bitch, I'm already love you. Like all of her jokes were great. All of her stories were great. For me, the talking about a weak character was Susan Sarandon's
Oh,
character
I didn't.
as
I
the
forgot she
mother
was
of
in this.
the slutty mother. I always call her the slutty one.
Susan Sarandon being slutty is not terrible though.
Yeah, like she wasn't that bad. Like you can notice her, and this is a nitpick. You can notice her like what am I doing here? You can notice her in between the scenes, she didn't get the joke, or
Or
she wanted to go dramatic, or there were some jokes that she was really going funny. And the other new mother, the mother of Kristen Bell, she I didn't like her at all, because her character has to be exactly the same copy as Kristen Bell. So that bothered me a lot.
okay, yeah.
And so the story was predictable, of course, and I still don't know why they didn't take the chance to cross over with Daddy's Home. They would have made like a cinematic universe at the end,
Well,
like a crossover scene or something, because it's the same story technically.
I mean, if you look at it, and I know we're gonna get into box office later, but the total gross for Daddy's Home 2 was 29 million, and Bad Moms Christmas was 39 million. So that's still pretty good. They make money. Maybe they will. Oh wait, no, it's two different companies too, I suppose.
Yeah, in different studios. I know that a crossover could never happen.
Well, hey, never say never.
Yep. And so my other nitpick was the raunchiness. Like they were like, oh, we can say like more f bombs, we can say like more
Oh, okay.
dance, more shit, and everything. I was like, the first one didn't need it
Yeah.
too many f bombs, and still I was laughing my ass off in a lot of scenes. But in some scenes, I was like, you didn't need it. That f bomb.
It was
You
forced.
didn't need to make that. Yeah, like it was forced. Like especially the
Hmm.
mother of Kristen Bell, she felt like a very forced character.
Okay.
They would have written her differently.
Hmm.
Like it's still I give the movie a 7 because
It was still, yeah.
especially it was a great time. I know that comedy is subjective. I know that
Hmm.
I hate some comedies and a lot of people love them. But this movie made me laugh and it makes its purpose. It's a movie that I'm
That's
gonna
good.
see again because I like the cast,
Yeah.
I like the story.
I'll have to
It's
watch it.
like Bad Moms One is a 10 because that was a surprise for me,
Okay, I'll have to watch it then, cause yeah.
and this one is like a 7, but it's not like Hangover 2 and 3 bad.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just remember Hangover 2 and 3.
Hey, I like Hangover 3. I thought that one
Hangover 3 is possible.
it's passable. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
amazing, but it's like it's what you know. I remember John Goodman was in it.
Oh yeah, he was the drug dealer, right?
Yeah, yeah. But no, okay. Yeah, that was the movies this week. Next week's gonna be amazing. So it's gonna be a lot more exciting. You know, a lot more exciting.
Yeah, that's a random little movie that I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know. Like
very
many people are
indie.
talking about it.
It's very very indie. I heard actually like two directors like got together to do it. It's weird.
Oh my god!
Um,
And it's very low budget.
yeah, very low, like $5. And that was to pay for like some Ben Affleck guy, but he's not
Okay.
staying for the rest of the movies.
Like your show film was a blockbuster budget compared to that movie.
But no, why don't we move on to your little segment that we like to call recaps and rants with Raul Rodriguez. Um,
You should call my section like I'm the only one that watches TV and you're not.
welcome everybody to the brand new segment Troy does not watch TV, and Raul watches every single TV show ever made. Um, let's talk. Let's talk about the first show here. What about this week? So you saw The Middle.
Yes.
This is one of those shows that every week seems to like give you exactly what it's supposed to, and every episode's been pretty great. So, what was it like this week?
Still playing with my car about Sue and the kid Donahue. I forgot his first name. Sean. Oh my god. I was like, why? Why they do this to me? Because they're finally together at the beginning of the episode, and they're talking, and they say like, I think we're perfect for each other, and then they pause, and so says, I think we're perfect for each other, like to set ups up for like new couples, like a new dates. And I was like, why you're so stupid? That was your moment. That was your moment to say yes to him. And so they set up. Sean says wants to set her up, but at the end he's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna present myself as the perfect date. And Sue sets him up with some girl, and then Sean doesn't stay with her, and so Sean is already on his way to pick up Sue, and Sue opens the door and sees a guy that has like a sandwich. It's a delivery guy, but she thinks that Sean set that guy up. We already having like a picnic.
Okay.
So he goes with that guy. She goes with that guy, has a penny, and they have a great date. And Sean didn't make it on time, and they meet each other the next day. And Sue says, "Oh, so if that guy you didn't send him?" And Sean says, "No, but my guy was already on his way. Like he didn't want to reveal that it was him." And then Sue
Hmm.
says, "No, it's okay. Like me and that guy from Postman will really hit it off, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow. Oh, don't worry, Sean. The right girl will come." And then she leaves, and Sean says Alon says, "You are the perfect girl, Sue." And I was like, my heart, no, no.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
like episode 8 of this season, and I
Yeah.
was like, they're gonna drag it until episode 24, until the series finale. I know it.
I'm excited to see. Maybe what I'll have to do is I'll have to. I don't know. Is this one of those shows that I should watch after I see Gravity Falls?
Yeah.
Which?
It's a lot of episodes for the middle. It's almost like 200
Oh
episodes.
yeah. Okay. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, like take you can see it. For
Oh.
me, the middle is one of those special sitcoms that not a lot of people watch, but it still ran for 9 seasons.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably watch it when I'm retired. I'll watch it later. And I don't know. No, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
It sounds great. I'm happy that there's a show that like kind of like Modern Family and some like
mhm,
these shows that when they started and they give you you know exactly what you're gonna get when you watch them. I
mhm.
appreciate that in a show. I you know
Yeah, the thing that I appreciate more from the middle is not a very situational comedy.
or
Like
like the
it has an overarching storyline. Like you have seen these characters grow, and also they also gave us like flashbacks of previous seasons of what is going on, and they touched on some jokes they left hanging. Like I said, like some weeks ago when Mrs. Donahue, the neighbor, finally gets revenge on Frankie after so many years. Because Mrs. Donahue was always the one so nice, giving them pie, roast beef, and all stuff, and she never got something in
yummy.
return.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that I like from the middle. It has a, it's not like a very episodic. Sometimes it's episodic. Like especially this season, it's not episodic because it's closing all of those storylines that they left hanging for the first 8 seasons.
Sweet. What would you rate this episode?
Oh, it was a 9.
9. Awesome.
Just because they broke my heart again with the Sean and Sue thing.
Well, hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if the next show broke your heart, but hopefully it didn't. What was Riverdale like this week?
I didn't saw last week's
Last
Riverdale.
week's.
I saw the previous week's
Yes, that's what.
Riverdale
Yes.
because I still like I haven't catch up in a lot of my TV shows because Stranger Things and my work,
Yes.
and also a little event that I went on the weekend that I can say
Oh,
they it
my
took my
lips are
time.
sealed.
I cannot say it until like our until after our Star Wars episode.
Yes. After our Star Wars, and we might even put a special discussion up
Yes.
about it because it was awesome. But yeah, Riverdale. How
Yeah. Oh, it was a good Riverdale. It wasn't that weak like the previous episode when
okay.
Archie assembles his bros from the football team, and they are shirtless with some beanies covering their face, like to threaten the killer. And I was like, this is feels like the Thunder from Down Under show, and they pick up exactly when he left off that episode. You seen the the principal wants to suspend Archie because
Oh no.
the school doesn't want to be in that situation,
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
and also they don't need them to be
It's a
vigilantes
liability.
for the killer. And also Archie's dad is like, hey, you didn't think that I was going to watch this video, take it off. And I was like, dad, I can't, I already took it off, but it went viral. And then you seen that the killer sends something to Betty. It sends a
Betty
private
White?
note that everything that he's doing, all these people that he's killing, is because of Betty,
Hmm.
of Betty's speech that she gave in the season 1 finale. And I was like, okay, this is getting into my theory that I have in the premiere. Like, what if the killer, because a lot of people saying, what if the killer is Betty's brother? But I was like, it couldn't be Betty's brother because Betty's brother is like 17, 18. And you can see in the eyes of this killer that he's like a person in his 40s.
What if it's oh my goodness. What if it is a transgender?
Oh no, like, I would quit the show.
That was a joke from Supernatural. Or not
No, Peter
Supernatural.
Liar,
Yeah,
you
Pretty Little
bastard.
Liars. Same shit. Same show. No,
No.
it's not. I'm just kidding. Pretty Little Liars sucks.
Yes.
Um
And so my theory is
yeah.
that 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 Betty's uncle, the half brother of his father, is killing all of those children slash parents of his
Oh.
generation because the letter that sends to Betty, he says, "I'm cleaning Riverdale from these sinners."
Oh, that
And
would
I
be
was like,
cool.
okay, that's my theory right there. I'm like, it's the uncle. And we haven't seen that uncle, so that's my theory.
That's cool. That's a
Oh,
good theory.
and yeah, that was Riverdale. And also, before you move on, I have to do it. I saw the stupid Walking Dead premiere like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Get into it, dude. This is the rant section of this segment.
Yes, I feel
Um,
like I'm gonna recap the other show that I have started watching, but
yes.
I need to discuss about the Walking
Okay.
Dead.
Let's do it. Also, I just want to say the last episode, the tiger died, and that sucked. I
Oh
know
my
that.
God.
But go ahead.
As you know that I'm doing this Starters thing, and they told us that we needed to react to the Walking Dead premiere. And so I was like, okay, I'm only gonna do it because the app told me to. So I saw the episode, and oh my god, I cannot believe, even for a premiere, this was the worst premiere of the whole Walking Dead series. It was so weak, nothing happened. Like, literally, nothing happened. And those stupid flash forwards of Rick with his beer and seeing the kids surviving. And I was like, oh my god, this is stupid. If they're already setting up the war storyline, we're already seeing that the main characters are survivors. This is the stupidest storyline that can introduce right now. No, I was like, wow, this is it. When the episode was over, and I was like, no, that's it. I'm not gonna watch anymore. This is it. That was my final point, my final straw. I'm not gonna see this stupid cheap
They killed
telenovela
him.
with zombies again. No, like really, a telenovela is more entertaining. Pretty Little Liars season 6 and 7, that are the worst thing in the planet, are more entertaining than The Walking Dead right now.
Oh no, that's harsh. Oh, yeah, I stopped watching a long time ago, so I get
No, I was like, oh, thank God that the Screen Junkies are not doing the recap show
it.
again, because I'm not obligated to see that stupid Walking Dead show again. No, like
Yeah.
really, I'm not gonna like rant for like 40 minutes, but that was like my little rant. Like, it was like,
Okay.
I
All
don't care
right.
about this show so much, and I'm not gonna rant for like 20 minutes.
Well, with that out of your system, at least, why don't we? Like you don't have to recap, I guess, every episode, but you've been watching a new show, right?
Yes.
So why don't actually? It's funny. I was talking to George because he actually knew about the show.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you watched the first 40 episodes of Steven's Universe. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Steven Universe, first 45. I just
45.
completed episode 45 today.
I have no idea what this is or anything about it. So you have a little bit here. You have to pitch me on why I should either not or if I should watch the show.
Okay, Steven Universe. At first, I'm gonna sing the theme song.
Okay.
We are the crystal gems. We always save the day. And you think we can? We'll always find a way. The why the people of this world believe in. Garnet, amethyst, and pearl, and my son
Yay!
Steven. Oh my God! Steven Universe is about there's since the first episode, there's some questions that they established that is still not fully answered. Not even right now on episode 45, but
Okay.
I'm gonna pitch it to you. Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl are like some goddesses in my point of view. They're like goddesses from space. They were dedicated to protect space and the universe, and they stumbled into Earth. And they had a fourth gem that it was the name. Her name was Rose. Rose fell in love with a human that is Mr. Universe, a metal guitar player. That after Rose died, he was a, what do you call it when you're not supposed to put like a wash up? I forgot the name, the right word. Like he didn't have success anymore in the music
Oh,
business.
um,
A husband,
yeah, has been. Yes, got it.
and so and so you, because I'm gonna like give you like some background
Okay.
for like trying to tell you the pilot like the right way. And so Steven, he's half human, half gem.
Have
The
gem
gems, the gems
like
have a,
in the
literally a
holograms.
gem in different parts of their bodies. Like Pearl, she's like the cleanest of all of the gems. Like she's very organized, cleany, and she's like a mother to Steven. And she has her gem in her forehead, in her face, like
Vision.
exactly on over her eyes.
Oh,
And then we have Garnet. Garnet, like she's like the badass, like the superwoman with a lot of muscles.
cool.
She's the more powerful one. She's also
Wonder
the biggest one,
Woman.
and she has her gem. I think she has her gem in like her hand. That's the thing that I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
And Amethyst has her gem in her chest. She is
Mm.
very unorganized. She's very dirty, very filthy, also very bad spoken, but she's very fun. And Steven has his gem on his belly button. And so Steven, his character, he's very funny. He loves seeing the wonders of the world. He has curly hair like me. That's why I'm thinking that he's one of my sons, like Dustin. He and Dustin are long lost brothers in different alternate realities and alternate universes. So because this is a theory that you can make that Raul has different sons in different alternate universes.
Yes, the Raul Sun cinematic universe.
Yes. And so Steven universe. Steven lives in this called Beach City. And this is a question they haven't fully answered. The city folk know about the gems, but at the same time they ignore them.
Hmm.
And so in the first episode, you see Steven, like, I think that establishes in a pilot, we establish the characters, we establish the setting. But there's some really interesting stuff that sparked one of my biggest questions. When Steven visits his father, Mr. Universe, the James come along and says, Mr. Universe says, "Oh, you bring them here." And the way that Mr. Universe sees the gems and Pearl exactly like sees him like is this guy again? And I
Hmm.
was like, oh, okay, what is the situation here? Does them hate him? Of him hates them? If him hates them, why is he letting his own son getting raised by them?
Mm-hmm.
Because also to establish another question that he doesn't like that Steven goes with them into different adventures, into to kill and hunt different creatures and to save the planet.
Huh.
So I was like, why you letting your own
Yeah.
son going with them? And then also that's the other question that established in the first episode. Pearl says, your mother gave up her physical form for you to be born.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, this is getting interesting
Yeah.
because we never seen the mothers. And so I was like, what was the mother's special power? Why did she die to give birth to Steven? Did she try another method before Steven was born? Is another question, is Steven technically her, but Steven doesn't know
Oh.
that her mother lives inside him?
This show sounds like a mind fuck.
Yeah, because this is a thing like I also watched Gravity Falls.
Yes.
I established a lot of questions. And I was like, I feel like I felt to Randall when I saw episode 35. I was like, okay, they give me an answer, but I still want more. But at the same time, I was like, I got that answer. I was like, I'm okay with it. And that's the thing that I like that for especially for me as an adult to see a kids show
Yeah, exactly.
that it got me interested. Like you see in Gravity Falls, and the things that you have seen, you're interested in the mystery.
Yeah,
You know what is going on. What is
exactly.
the secret that this town is hiding?
Yeah.
What is their motives? Like what is the big end game in Gravity Falls? And so in Steven Universe, it's like the other question, like going like throughout the 45 episodes, and I'm going to go to each one. Like in like episode 15 or 16, they established that the gems were honored because they won a war against their own kind because the gems wanted to conquer Earth and to technically not destroy the humans, but for them to be the upper class,
Hmm.
to the humans to not be the rulers anymore.
Yeah. This
And so I
sounds
was like,
really awesome.
oh, okay. I was like, this is getting interesting. And then because this is they don't tell you like completing exposition, like no, this is it. Like you have to overanalyze it because there's like they tell me so quickly. Like when the Pearl says like your mother gives you a physical form for you to be born, she doesn't say that in the pilot. She's the Pearl says that in like episode 21, episode 22. I was like, why didn't the show stop or like even Steven like to make a question? I was like, why she gave her life for me? I was like, no. They say it so quickly because you have to focus on other stuff from the
Mm-hmm.
show. Like I think that the writers, especially the creator Rebecca Sugar, I think that she's like, I'm gonna give you the answers, but in very little doses.
Cool.
And because this is right now, I think it's like on episode 120, and on Hulu there's only 105 episodes, and I'm already on episode 45, well 46 because I just finished it. Each episode is 11 minutes long. It's not that long. Like it's a
Wow.
very 10 minutes episodes,
Yeah.
11 minutes episode. And the other question that I established that it gets answered, I'm gonna spoil it a little, but it was a really beautiful moment. Um, Steven, throughout those episodes that I have watched, he stumbles into a lion, a pink lion. They stumble in another part of the earth because this is another question that I had. They finally gave us some exposition, and I didn't pick it up thing earlier. I thought because they can travel in some like warp things, like from Star Trek, they can travel to different points of Earth. But before Pearl mentions that they're protecting Earth, and they have never, they can now go longer go back to space to visit the other gems. And so I was like, oh, so all those different places that we have visited, like in the first 40 episodes, are different parts of Earth.
Huh.
They're not different like universes or different realities. No, it's different sides of Earth. And I was like, okay, this is getting interesting.
Yeah.
And so, because also the other thing that we established is like we never seen the mother talking, or we only have seen a picture of her, a
Yeah.
painting. And so this lion stumbles into Steven, and this lion has different kind of powers. He can, when he growls, he can open a portal to travel to different parts of Earth. The lion is very loyal to Steven, but sometimes he's like a cat. Like sometimes he's like, "Oh, I don't want you anymore," or like, he's very like nice, but also he's very bitchy. And so in episode 35, Steven gets like the lion like sleeps over him, and so Steven can breathe. But Steven enters through his fur and notice that he can travel inside the lion, and inside the lion there's like another world. And so but he can breathe, and so he's walking through that maze of inside the lion, and he stumbled into a tree full of roses, and then he sees his father's shirt, one of his father's shirts, and he stumbles to a VHS taping. And so he grabs the tape, and he remembers that she has a friend Sadie, and also Sadie and Lars are like they're minor characters. They're in the donut shop, but there's some great jokes with them.
Hmm.
And so he remembers that Sadie has a VHS tape,
Mhm.
a player, and so he goes and they put out the tape, and you see the mother talking, and you see Mr. Universe. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna rock out so much. Like, my son is gonna be so lucky for having the best rocker on the galaxy. And then and then you see the mother says, see, Steven, I, I want you to see this world so much. All the things that I have done for you to protect it, and I'm gonna give you the most greatest gift. And then she goes, pulls the camera on her, and I was like, oh my god, she's beautiful. And then she says, I'm gonna give you the greatest gift of all. You're gonna have the chance to be human, and I will do anything for you to get born. I'm gonna give part of my life for you to get born, and I will do anything to meet you. And then you see the person says, Rose, come in here. And so she leaves the camera, and the father and her, you see her like already pregnant, and she's very tall, and they're kissing, and I'm crying a little because I just remember the moment. And you see Steven crying, takes the
Wow.
tape, and goes and hugs the lion. And I was like, I knew it. I knew that that stupid lion was important. I was like, damn it.
Wow.
and and right now with episode 45, they also establish more about the father, because there was an episode. Steven has a friend. She's like an Indian, a Hindu girl. Her name is Connie. And so in that episode, this is a power from the gems. Because that's the other thing. Throughout the series, Steven doesn't know how to manage his powers. His powers happen like the X-Men. He has to get angry or like really happy, or very unpredictable. And so him and Connie, they're like practicing for a dance. And so one of the powers of the gems is like to fusion. But the fusion power only works with a gem, like two gems. But Steven fusions with Connie, and they transform into like a version of Connie already like 18, 19 years old. Like this version of Connie, like she's already like tall and very sexy. And I was like, damn.
Hmm.
And also because I shipped Steven and Connie, And so even when Garnet says, "You're now Estebani," and I was like, "Okay, that's the name of my ship." I was like, "Okay." I was like, and that was also and that episode establishes that Connie's parents one Connie lied to Steven to sorry to her parents. They're saying that Steven had a nuclear family, that he had a mother and a father in him. He didn't told about her parents about the gems, and so in that episode, it's not the Stefani episode, but it's the one after it that the gems had to pretend fusion themselves together, and they completely go transform into like a giant woman kind of transformer thing. And so the parents have to like assimilate. I was like, okay, so this is your mother and Mr. Universe. Like, well, how did you meet? And at the end, like Steven reveals, like, no, this is my family. These people, the gems and my father have raised me, and if you're against it, I'm still gonna be friends with Connie. And Connie also says, "I'm so sorry that I didn't tell you the truth." That says to her parents, and the parents accept the situation, but at the same time, the father is accepting more of the gems, but he's very hesitant of Steven like traveling with them to those different adventures.
The show sounds
And
awesome.
yeah, like also a recent episode that I saw, Amethyst transforms into Rose to remind to remind Greg. I was like, do you remember that she was more important to you? You were friends with me first, and then you fell in love with her. And I was like, okay, this is establishing like more drama between the gems and him. And there's a lot of things in the whole show.
Hmm.
And I was like, I still can't believe this is a kids show, but it's not like Gravity Falls that it goes like more darker storylines and like some like scenes. I was like, okay, this is Disney, but Cartoon Network, even though has some liberties, but it still feels like a kids show. The other thing that I like from Steven Universe is like a half anime, half American cartoon. You can see the inspiration of anime in a lot of colors in the in a lot of the episodes, the way that the characters move. It feels like an American anime.
Wow, that's actually a really wow. That's I'm gonna watch it then. I'll have to put it on my list because it sounds great.
Oh, daily reminder that you have to finish Gravity Falls.
Hey, I'm still. Hey, we're I have until the end of the month, but man, I'm so excited to finish it.
On which episode are you on?
Oh, I haven't watched any since last time,
Mm.
but I'm gonna watch. I have a
So,
couple days off coming up here, so I'm gonna binge it like I did Stranger Things.
oh my god, I still like you said that 3 minutes 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know. I got busy. I made a movie.
Ah.
No, no.
Oh,
Well, you know.
I'm living in LA.
Yeah, yeah. Screw you. You have movie pass. I don't. So why don't? Yeah, that was awesome. So what would you rate the season so far?
9 out of 10.
Awesome.
I'm not giving it a 10 because I want my answers.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Wow, that's awesome. Well, that was recaps and rants with Raul. Why don't we move on to one of the last segments here that I figured we could just talk about. There's been a lot of movie news and stuff lately, so this is a segment I just wanted to call "Let's Talk About Movie News."
Uh-huh.
I have four different stories here. I figure we could just run down and you can tell me what you thought, and we could talk about it, discuss it. The first thing, why don't we talk about this new Star Wars stuff coming out? It was announced.
The new trilogy?
Yeah, it was announced that Rian Johnson's going to be making a trilogy of Star Wars movies that aren't connected to the Skywalker family, is from my understanding. And they're also going to be doing a television series that's connected to the Disney streaming service that they're going to be making. So,
Wow.
what do you think about that? This is pretty. I think this is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, if there's a way to get me excited for different kinds of Star Wars movies, it's by giving Rian Johnson his Could you imagine if they did like a Knights of the Old Republic
Oh, that would be cool.
by Ryan Johnson? Oh my God! Like there's so I don't even know. Even if he was just to make something up, like like make a bounty hunter movie trilogy or something. Whatever he
I
ends
would
up
like
doing.
the first Jedi, the first Sith.
Oh, that would be so awesome! Like an origin story, like way before. Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do, but I think it's interesting. Yeah, no, I think it's cool.
He's gonna make a trilogy about the porks.
Fuck no, I hope not. They would make so much money though. Are you kidding me? No, and then the other kind of news on that was like the television series. That's kind of interesting too that they're going to be pushing. I think they're going to try to like push lots with this streaming service.
Oh yeah, because even like they said it like 2 months ago on Color Movie Talk, was like the only way that you're gonna make me subscribe. I think that Ken said it.
Yeah.
If you make a Star Wars television show.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are gonna do that. They're only gonna subscribe to see the Star Wars TV show.
And it's interesting because also Marvel, they just like they're getting rid of all their stuff on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna want to watch future seasons of Daredevil and future seasons of the Defenders or whatever they decide to do, you're gonna have to have their streaming service anyway. So it's interesting that they're gonna try to force everyone onto the service. I'm gonna watch it for sure, but
no, from my understanding, because I think I just heard, I think that Ken said it, that Christian said it, that Christian Harloff said that the Netflix shows are gonna stay on Netflix.
yeah,
The
but
Disney streaming services, they're gonna develop new Marvel shows.
oh, okay. Yeah, I think I read something, but that maybe sounds right. Yeah.
So I'm excited. Like,
Me too.
even though I know that a lot of people that I hated Rogue One, and I'm not expecting the Han Solo movie
To be any
even
good.
though I'm excited for Ryan Johnson because I like the guy,
Me too.
but still, like, I love the Skywalker storyline so much, especially like technically they're teasing that Episode 9 is gonna be the finale of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
Which
like I'm gonna be a little sad, but still I'm gonna be so excited for like a new story.
yeah.
But still gonna miss my drama of the Skywalkers.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I think they're gonna go to episode 12 at least. So I wouldn't worry. I think we're gonna get tons of Skywalkers.
Oh yeah, episode 12 directed by Raul Rodriguez and Troy Loxton.
Yes, definitely, we're doing it. Yeah. Okay, so that's Star Wars.
I imagine episode 12, Revenge of the Pork. Yes.
Yeah, Revenge of the Porgs, and we killed them all in the first 5 minutes. All of them.
No!
Extinction. Yeah, Star Wars, Age of the Extinction of Porgs. The next piece of news, actually, I think you're going to be really excited about. Did you hear about the Suicide Squad 2 news?
No.
Well, do you know who the bad guy's going to probably be?
Oh, my favorite actor in the world.
The Rock?
I just remember.
Oh, you know what's just funny about this? What do you do when a franchise is failing? You get The Rock.
That Rock.
So it's funny to me that they're gonna get Black Adam to it's and that's the story that Suicide Squad 2. It looks like the villain is gonna be Black Adam, who is gonna be played by The Rock, and he's gonna have his own movie coming out sometime in the future. Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. It's just funny. I think it was I mean, it's cool. It'll be cool to see like Margot Robbie and stuff with The Rock. Like that would be cool. But
oh my God, like we already knew that he was gonna be Black Adam for like 3 or 4 years, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow, we still haven't seen him on screen. Like they have really taken their time. Like The Rock already grew
I feel like
5 inches of muscle since then.
well, and I feel like The Rock's been busy. Being in every other movie.
Making the crap of Baywatch, making the crap of Central Intelligence, making the crap of Jumanji, the horrible sequel that raped my childhood. That's the only way, because talking about how the internet talks, that's this will be the only situation that I'm gonna use that comment that
Yeah.
Jumanji is gonna rape my childhood. The Jumanji sequel.
Hey, I'm excited for it. I'm on record.
Yeah, I know that you're excited for Central Intelligence 2 Jumanji
No.
crossover in the jungle.
Well, okay. Yes, I guess I am. Well, yeah. I mean, that was the only really news. Is The Rock joined Suicide Squad 2. The only other thing that kind of ties in movie news wise with that is they announced the cast for Shazam. Shazam.
Oh yeah, the guy from Scrubs, right?
Yeah, Zachary Levi is going to be playing Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
They also cast Billy Batson, who is going to be the younger version of like the kid that turns in from, or it's the kid that turns into Shazam. I don't know who he is. He was
it's
in
a kid from Disney Channel.
Yeah, some no-name guy, but that's cool. And then the only other casting for the movie is it looks like rumored Mark Strong is going to be playing the villain.
Ooh.
And that's cool.
Is he gonna be his villain from Green Lantern?
I hope so. He's playing Dr. Thaddeus Savannah. I'm not familiar with him, but it's Captain Marvel's greatest arch enemy.
Oh, and they're gonna kill him off in the first movie.
Probably. It's DC. So yeah, that's cast. I like Zachary Levi. I think he'll be good.
Yeah, I'm also like him. Like his posters on Instagram, he really needs to get more buff for the role.
Yeah, and I think he will. He'll do like a Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
No, that was that news. And then the only other thing I have on the list here, which is just sad. I should play funeral music, because this is a very sad moment in movie history. I'm really sad the Dark Universe is dead.
Oh.
Officially, they're not doing like. I want good monster movies. I want to see Dracula and I want like. It sucks that they're not doing it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that? Were you excited for?
For me, the movie the Mommy with Tom Cruise was okay.
Shit.
I know that it was bad.
It.
The movie doesn't make sense.
Fucking hated it.
It feels like Amazing Spider-Man 2 on steroids. Talking
It gave
about
me
how
cancer.
wanted to make different universes and don't focusing on the main story.
Yeah.
But the movie was entertaining, but there was a lot of stuff that did bother me, especially the American Werewolf in London ripoff. And that girl, that stupid blonde girl in the whole movie, I was like, oh my god, I would have killed her in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, she was garbage.
So
she was so bad. So bad.
Yeah, I have a feeling since I saw the movie that the universe was going to get canceled.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I wanted to see Angelina Jolie's Bride on Frankenstein.
That would have been great.
That sounded interesting.
And same with like Javier Bardem, like all the, even like Johnny Depp. I would have seen all of those movies. It would have been great. But yeah, it's sad. That was the only other movie news I saw that was.
There's some TV news like the creator from Supernatural, Eric Kripke, he's gonna join with Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg from Preacher, and they're gonna develop a show for Amazon.
Oh.
Called The Boys.
The Boys,
It's from a comic book.
It's Gareth Evans. Yeah, it's the same guy who actually wrote Preacher.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh,
that's
so
cool.
Maybe that's gonna make me watch Preacher, because a lot of people have told me that Preacher is really good.
Preacher's awesome, dude. It's so good.
Oh, so you watch TV?
No, wait. I've seen the first episode, but my dad has watched all of it, and I know he says it's really good.
So that's like you. It's like me watching the first episode in Humans, and I said I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's good. I'm happy Seth Rogen is like becoming a megastar. with this and now Disaster Artist and all of like he has a new show with Josh Hutcherson, like a sci-fi show he's doing. He's like going crazy. He's making as much as he can. Him and Evan.
Um, you were cutting out for the last minute.
Oh, I was just saying that Seth Rogen, he's been doing a lot lately,
Yeah.
especially with his shows and the Disaster Artist and stuff.
Oh yeah. The most anticipated movie of the year.
Yes. Yeah. And
I'm
the only
wearing my Disaster Artist shirt that I got from the room screening from last week.
oh, that's awesome. Actually, and this is kind of breaking news tonight, or I guess today. What do you think of this new Spider-Man spin-off Morbius movie?
Yeah,
Did you hear about
I was
this?
like, what, a vampire in the Spider-Man universe? And I was like, wow, Sony, you're drunk. Like, they're trying to establish their stupid Sony Spider-Man universe outside the MCU. I was like, you're doing the same crazy stuff as Amazing Spider-Man 2.
They are.
Please stop, Sony, stop.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting. I don't. The writers did Power Rangers, which doesn't give me confidence, because Power Rangers was okay. Like the writing wasn't incredible or anything. But I think Morbius is a great character, and I watched the Spider-Man animated show from the '90s when I was, and I loved it. So Morbius was a cool character in that, and I know some of the comic books I've read and stuff. I think they could do it really cool, but I just want them to announce that Venom's gonna be in the Spider-Man universe because that pisses me off.
Yeah, that's the thing that is gonna piss me off because I think they're already developing the Black Cat movie.
Yeah.
The Venom movie is also outside the MCU.
Aren't they calling it Black and Silver? It's Black Cat and Silver Sable or something.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
and of course, they're gonna try to rehash the Sinister Six.
I want that though. That would be cool if they could do a really cool Sinister Six, but it's just weird that they're doing movies based on the villains.
I still would have liked to live in an alternate universe where I see Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6 with Tobey Maguire.
That would have been interesting. That would have been really interesting.
I hate you, Sony.
Sony has done a lot of bad.
Sam Raimi already had a script, everything prepared.
Wasn't
and because Sony wasn't expecting because Sam Raimi needed one more year for development.
I don't know if
that's why they did the stupid reboot.
Well, did you know that John Malkovich was gonna be Vulture in that movie?
Yeah, and Anne Hathaway was gonna be like the Black Cat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would have been hot. And also that Mysterio, the rumor was that Mysterio was going to be Bruce Campbell for like a cameo in Spider-Man 4, and Spider-Man 5 will be Mysterio.
Wow, that would have been cool. Actually, I would have watched that. That would have been sweet.
Especially because Bruce Campbell needed like a big movie role.
He needs.
For a lot of people, they don't know who Bruce Campbell is.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Before we move on to the last segment here, I do just want to say a few words. I mean, just a sentence, really. I just want to say rest in peace. Cause it's been 12 years since we lost one of the greatest wrestlers in the WWE, Eddie Guerrero. I used to watch him as a kid, so I just realized today was 12 years since he passed. And 13 years since Old Dirty Bastard from the Wu-Tang Clan, since he passed away. Both of those guys are pretty cool, so check them out. But let's move on to box office predictions. Do you?
How feeling that you make the right predictions?
We were both really close. I did notice I don't have a fifth one for you though. Do you remember your list?
No, I didn't have a fifth one because I didn't.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, excuse me. Right. So this past weekend, number one was Thor Ragnarok at $57 million.
Ooh, how much did I say?
You said, oops, let me just bring it up again. Sorry. You said 55 and I said 50.
Ooh, so I was close.
Yeah, like nearly right on. Number two was Daddy's Home 2 at $29 million.
Damn.
Me and you both at number two had Murder on the Orient Express.
Mhm.
But I said Daddy's Home 2 was going to be 21, and you said 18. So we were both, I was closer, but we were both up, it was about the same.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Murder on the Orient Express. That made 28 million, so only a million less than Daddy's Home 2. I guessed 35, and you would guess 27.
Oh, I was close.
So you were really close. Number 4 was A Bad Mom's Christmas, so we both got that. But I guessed 14 million, and you guessed 9, and it made 11 million.
Ooh.
So we were both. It was right in the middle, really, of us, both of us. You were closer though. And then rounding up number 5, which this got me happy, making $3 million. I had guessed actually that it was going to make 4, so this is 6. I'm happy about this. But Jigsaw was number 5.
Yeah.
And with 3 million. So that was the box office. It was. I mean, Thor obviously was. Thor was obviously the big one.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
and also next week, like that movie.
How much do you think?
It's gonna be. I heard it's gonna be only like 10, 15 theaters nationwide.
Yeah.
And only one, and also only one theater in Calgary. In Calgary.
My movie had more screenings than the movie. No. No, I don't know. Justice League's gonna make lots of money, I think, man.
That's a hard prediction because
it's gonna be difficult. I know this is like the toughest one yet. I don't think I'm not even gonna like predict the top 5. I think that's gonna be relevant. Like we should just guess what Justice League's gonna make.
yeah, only Justice League because I think that John Snap said it best on today's Collider Movie Talk that a lot of people they're not gonna see it because of Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
And all of the sweaty comic book fans and the people that like vs Superman are not gonna like it, but it's not gonna get to like Avengers level money. So
this is gonna be
I'm
difficult.
gonna say, even though I'm giving it like more money that the movie could make, I hope that it surprises me. But I'm gonna say $160 million.
I'm just looking up. Do you know how much?
I'm making a bold prediction.
What did Batman make? Like Batman versus Superman.
I think you make like 170.
170. And what did you predict? Sorry.
160.
160. Oh shit! This is hard.
Like everybody in the panel in Collider said like between 120 and 140.
What was? Okay, sorry. I just want to.
Wonder Woman, it made like 100, I think.
Okay, yeah, Wonder Woman.
Suicide Squad, I think it made like 90 in their first weekend.
Thor made 167. Blade Runner. What was the other?
No. Thor Ragnarok made like 120 in the first weekend.
Am I wrong? Oh yeah, sorry. Let me fix this. Thor Ragnarok. Okay, I'm gonna say Justice League makes 145.
That's a good one.
145. I don't know, man. It's gonna be difficult, but I don't think it's gonna make as much as Batman v Superman did because of the push. But it will help that it's getting good reviews.
Yeah, like I'm giving it. Like I was like, I'm gonna make like a Mark Ellis prediction, like a gambler's prediction.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm not excited for Justice League, we're on a Monday, and I'm gonna see it on Friday morning, and I'm not excited at all.
No, I'm actually really excited for it.
Because the story with the DC, and so. And even though like I just checked, I was curious because I was like, I'm gonna check like how's my screening like selling out from because I'm gonna see it at 12:30 in the Chinese theater.
Yeah.
It was still like 90% there were available seats.
Oh, wow.
And it's the Chinese theater in IMAX. I know that maybe because I'm seeing it at 12:30 p.m. It's a little early,
But still.
but still, there was only my section that I was in the middle row. It was only me and like all of the other four people, and like 15 across from me, and like other 15 behind me.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, this is worth me because in that theater there's like 600 people, and I only come for like 36 already sold.
Shit. Well, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, but
And
yeah.
I know that the IMAX is expensive. Not a lot of people go.
No, IMAX is worth it though. Every movie should be in IMAX.
Yeah, not Dunkirk because I hate Dunkirk.
But yeah, man, that was episode 8 of the Monday show. I was gonna add another segment in, but no one commented on Twitter. No one wanted us to talk about anything.
Oh yeah, sorry because I was working. I could have sent that tweet to my group chat like for them
Oh.
to retweet or answer, but I was working.
That's okay. No, dude. Well, coming up, we're gonna be doing a Q&A episode anyway. So for that, we're gonna need a lot of people to, say questions and whatnot. But Raul, do you have anything to plug? What's coming up? Do we have anything to announce? What's
Yeah, we're gonna play like this week on Sunday the 19th. We're gonna have on top Jesse
Oh
Mountain
yes.
as a guest on top. Jonathan Jumblum is gonna come back, and also I think that Garrett also is gonna come back.
Yeah, I read that.
I don't know why Jack they bring them back to back in those episodes. I haven't asked why, and me I'm still waiting.
Well, yeah, it's let's see, Jonathan, Kimber, Garrett,
Yeah.
Jesse, and then her dad. That's incredible, man.
Yeah, and then I just recorded with a pal that I met in the Back to the Future screening in LA Comic Con with
yeah.
Brandon Hanna. His podcast, his pilot is called Friends, Physics, and Film. We talk about our favorite movies, recent movies that we watch. We went like John Simpson, we went real sweaty with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we'll add that in the description below. I'll put that in there.
Yeah, we'll send you the link, like put it on the description, and also check out the past Monday show episodes.
Yeah. Oh, and we just posted.
Also check out the Outcheck channel that I also produce on YouTube.
Yeah.
And also plug my Twitter, Raul Beto RDC. I need more followers because
He does.
I just noticed that my friend Janine has already 700. I'm on 640.
Oh.
So I need more.
Oh. Hey, excuse me. I only have 290 followers.
Oh, that's so me 2 years ago.
I'm so lonely, man. So lonely. No, also, everyone should go check out the Stranger Things, because I watched a television show, and that's pretty special.
Yeah.
And I love Stranger Things, so everyone should go fucking watch it, because it's great.
Yeah, for Troy to watch a TV show that's like seeing a Yeti or like seeing Bigfoot.
Seeing Bigfoot. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, we have the Stranger Things video posted. We had the Halloween videos last week, which was fun. Thank you everyone for watching those. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Troy Loxton. Yeah, man. Justice League next week. It's gonna be heated.
Oh yeah.
But with that being said, thank you all for listening. Peace out.
Peace out, Mother F.